All right, welcome back to the Morning Blend. Experts agree kids need two very important things to develop the way that they should: physical activity and time outside. So today, fun ideas to keep kids active and outdoors using everyday household items. Summer is in full swing now. Experts say the best way to achieve proper physical and mental development is through playtime.
That's right. Penfield Children's Center creates a positive start in life for infants and kids, many who have developmental delays or disabilities. Their focus is on early education, health services, and family programming. So here with ideas for your kids is Tammy Hilgeman, a special education teacher at Penfield. Good to see you, Tammy.
Thank you. Hello.
Yeah, I think this is great. This is one of those things a lot of parents don't know how much time their kids should spend playing, but this is something very important that you guys have found research on.
Absolutely. So summer's here and it's the perfect time to keep your toddlers active so that they can properly develop cognitively and physically. And this is the perfect age, this age 0 through 3, to get those core activities going.
And I love the things you brought to demonstrate and kind of help give people ideas. But just real quick, tell us a little bit about Penfield. We talked about your mission and the types of kids you serve. So most of them have, when they come to you, they have developmental delays or disabilities.
Yes. So we have children with and without disabilities at our center. We have a special cares nursery for medically fragile children. We also have a behavior clinic. We have a large birth to 3 organization, and there's a daycare.
Wonderful.
Kids have tons of energy, right? And the whole point is they've got to release it in appropriate ways, and it's important for you to also engage in that play with them, right? So these are ways that you can do that. What did you bring today?
Absolutely. So I brought a few items today, and before I jump into talking about the cube, I just wanted to share that a lot of people don't realize that this physical play, in addition to helping with coordination, it also helps to improve concentration, build creativity, and really help children learn to explore their surroundings.
Which is so important. Right. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that.
Absolutely.
The video that we're looking at before you show us the cube is kids playing at the center, right? And this playtime, we're understanding, is so key for kids because they're learning while they're playing.
Absolutely, that is key. And children really should have 60 minutes of unstructured playtime each day and 30 minutes of structured adult or caregiver-led playtime each day. Okay. That's the American Academy of Pediatric recommendations.
And that's the 0 to 3 age frame, or is that old or even? That
even extends into older children, but I believe that children can play throughout their entire day through learning. Yeah. And really that's what we do at Penfield, is we find ways to reach each child, and whether it's pretending a large box is an airplane or a car, they're finding ways to learn about themselves and their environment.
Absolutely.
All right, tell us about this cube that you have.
Okay, so my ideas I want to share today are really DIY activities that you can do with a lot of the activities you have in your own home or yard or garage, and using any resource availability. Okay. So here we have a cube, and I made it really pretty and fancy. Yeah, but you did. You can make it as simple as you want with just a box and writing on it. Okay. Now it's helpful for kids that need that visual cue to also have pictures. Yeah. But the idea is to roll the cube. Yeah. Oh, okay. And then when it lands on something, for instance, one of the activities we do with a lot of our active toddlers is the wheelbarrow. And for toddlers, you would want to hold the toddler by their hips because they don't have the core strength that adults have.
Yeah. Oh yeah, good point. And I saw something on here too about stand on one foot and count to 5. So that's teaching balance, it's strength in the legs, but it seems so simple, but it's fun because they roll the cube almost like rolling a dice, and then they do these things that help with their coordination and balance.
Absolutely, and it's using both sides of their body too.
Yeah, and like even just going up the stairs is one of them.
Yeah,
you know, things like that.
You could do
or
that
roll across the ground. Why don't you do that, Tiff, here in our studio?
Okay, and then the other one I really want to point out is frog jumps. So you can have a child jump like a frog and hold on to their hips or by their hands, and you could count or sing, but as long as we get them moving, because kids really function best if they do an activity that's really active, and then they can sit down and focus and do a puzzle or a game or a shape sorter.
I think that's a great idea, because I even think about like when my mom is babysitting my nephews, and she's like, you know, she says you got to get them up and get them moving before they can sit down and really focus. Absolutely. And I think that's a great point. Is so often, you can get frustrated that they can't sit down and do a project, you know, but then you get them moving and do that. What is this for?
Okay, so this is another DIY activity I brought using buckets, and I made them colorful also so that the child or adult could throw the ball into a bucket.
Okay.
And we can get excited and say, yay, you got the blue bucket. It's number 2. So we're reinforcing the color and the number. But you could also put a common object or picture on here. So I've taped a duck on here, and I just took my active 2-year-old daughter's cards too. So you could use pictures.
She's gonna be mad at you for taking the cards.
She might be missing these. Yeah, so you also could tape magazine pictures. It doesn't have to be something that's store-bought.
So it's just learning to identify those things and then be able to find them and say them out loud.
Absolutely.
And real quick, because we're running out of time, I wanted to mention the obstacle course because we teased that. This is something that you can easily do, again, as you say, with household items. There's a box here. You could use a laundry bucket, different things to kind of, again, coordination, balance, all those things, and have fun at the same time.
Absolutely. Integrating it into the obstacle course that you're showing, you could also draw shapes using chalk and have them jump from shape to shape.
Yes.
Or as simple as hopscotch. One more thing I want to mention is having the adult or child draw a line and having them practice walking on the line or jumping over the line with 2 feet or 1 foot.
Yeah, that's great.
And another thing you could do into the obstacle course is using bubbles and having the child or adult blow the bubble, work on breath control, and having them pop the bubble using large muscles or jump on the bubbles.
Love it.
Great ideas.
Great stuff. PenfieldBuildingBlocks.org is where you can learn more about Penfield Children's Center as well as their connection with Kohl's Building Blocks. So that's wonderful. Great ideas, wonderful things that you guys do. Thanks so much for being here.
You're welcome. Yeah, definitely check out the Penfield Building Blocks website.
Love it.
It's great that you have that partnership with Kohl's in the Building Blocks program. Thank you again so much. We appreciate it.